Yeah, we're live. Hey,
Nobody shows up anyways.
doesn't matter.
There it is.
Just an easy way to record. So we're live. Another 30 minutes with Deluxe and Adrian. Yeah, no particular topics. We just shoot our shit. 30 minutes. When the timer goes off, the shit ends. I'm going to set the timer now.
So where can they find you, Adrian? Are you in Australia? I'm just kidding.
Don't look for me. This is the Insomniacs edition. Not for me. For me, it's just after work. But Deluxe, the madman, is awake at 1. Is it 1? No, it's 12 where you are, right?
Not the 1.
It's 1. Right now. So it's like
that's fine.
2:20 for everyone else.
I'll get a nap later. It'll be all right.
That's fucked.
I go into. I got my internship tomorrow, and then I got a night class tomorrow, so I can sleep in. It'll be fine.
All right.
So,
all right.
How was
let's
your day?
talk about it. First of all, the day. Yeah, it was pretty good. I went to work. Had no major dramas. I work in a hotel, so there's always dramas, but today none. It was good. How about yours?
Yeah, it was good. I got some stuff in. I got the Zeta Toys, the Onslaught. I forgot his third-party name.
Did you combine it? It's Blitzkrieg.
Blitzkrieg. No, I have not. I don't open my stuff until I review it, man.
Oh, you're such a good boy.
I always do that surprise thing kind of thing. So I got him, and it was in a huge box. Shout out to Haney. He got me one, and that's really cool. It's a great dude. Can't wait to see him at TFCon. And then I got Magic Square, the Beachcomber and Sea Spray 2-pack, and I got the Sideswipe. You know, Robert D got them too today, and he says he really likes them. So I'm excited. I'm probably gonna do a review on them tonight. Hopefully, get that out. I don't know if I'm gonna do all three together. I'm just probably gonna do the 2-pack, and then do the Sideswipe by itself. So, but I'm excited. I love Magic Square. Their first two were really good. If you're a Legends collector. And that was it. That's all I did. I went to class today, and that's it. I went and worked out tonight. And
was it a leg day?
No, it was arm and chest day. Tomorrow's leg day. Yeah, had to build the guns up. So take them to the gun show. And my wife is hacking to death in her bed, so that's good. She's getting me fucking sick. Anyways, but you want to talk about the trailer?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you. So, like the last time we spoke, it was the teaser trailer that wasn't. Everyone thought was fake, but wasn't fake.
Right.
How did
they dropped a trailer today?
Oh, they dropped another one today.
But no, it was last. Yeah, they dropped the full trailer on Monday, which was yesterday.
Oh, for you, yeah.
So, and I did a reaction video, and I've gotten some positive feedback and everything. It was my first one, and I really enjoyed it.
It was good.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And I'm getting a lot of good feedback, so hopefully I can do some more. But then they dropped a overseas trailer also, and it shows more stuff. Like it shows not Ramjet. Why do I keep calling him Ramjet? He looks like Ramjet. Blitzwing. It shows Blitzwing and Bumblebee, talking more. And
when you say Blitzwing, do you mean the one we already know as Blitzwing, or a second Blitzwing?
No, the one we know. The one that everybody thought was Starscream.
Okay, no worries.
So it's him, and they're fighting, and he's asking where Prime is. And then it shows Dropkick and the red car. I forgot her name.
Oh, whatever it is.
Scatter. I don't know. I forgot offhand. But anyways, Dropkick. No, not Scattershot. It's something. So they're talking to John Cena, which I guess they're the Sector 7 of the 80s. I'm guessing. And they're saying that Bumblebee is a fugitive. So they're being deceptive. For Decepticons, which is really cool. So it looks, and they transform. They do the triple change thing. They fly in and they transform to a car, and then they transform to a robot, and that looked pretty sweet.
That's the trailer I saw.
Yeah, well, and then they showed most of the stuff that's on the overseas one is the same one we saw, but at the beginning it shows a lot of Blitzwing and Bumblebee fighting and talking and stuff. So there's had a couple of little scenes and stuff and everything. So it looks really good. I know I tried to hide my giddiness in
Yeah, I
the
saw it.
review.
I commented. I
But
was like, "Good job reining it in." You could tell you were like trying to be cool about it, but at the same time,
yeah,
you wanted to
when
jump
they
up and
showed the
down.
Tetra Jets and all that
Yeah,
stuff, and I
yeah.
was like, oh my god.
And you know what? They did a good job of those. I mean, from the limited silhouette we saw of the rear of the Tetra Jets,
Mhm.
that it's pretty like you can tell they're Tetra Jets. It's not like an
Right.
interpretation of Tetra Jets.
Yeah, well, they showed when the scene where the Shockwave is in there, they're in the background. There's a Starscream, the purple Sky Warp, and there's a green one. I guess he's going to be Acid Storm. That's what people are calling him. I don't know for sure, but
Yeah.
if they got still pictures everywhere showing all them and everything. So it looks kind of spotty and something. I hope they kind of touch it up,
Yeah.
before they send it, release the movie. But I mean, it's something. People are, a lot of people are really on board for that. Like they want that. They would love to have a movie like that. And I'm glad that at least they're giving us something. It's better than nothing. I know it's going to be a throwback or whatever, or a dream sequence or something, or something like that. But it's something. So, and this movie looks pretty good. But trailers have been deceiving before with the Transformers. They can put out a great trailer, and then they put out a movie that's not that great. So.
Yeah, but so far things are looking positive. And who knows, they might cut to Cybertron or to whatever sequence it is a couple times, like that communicator sequence or whatever it is. It
Yeah,
might happen a couple of times.
I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, because it looks really good. I mean, a lot of
Mm.
people are really excited. And I think that the director and the producer, whatever, actually studied or knows something about Transformers.
Mm.
So like Michael Bay didn't really know shit about any of that stuff, so he just winged it, I guess. But I'm really thinking that this is going to be. I hope it at least does something like a reboot or something, or if it leads to better movies. I'm really hoping for that. So,
Mm. Look, I don't like the movies, to be
I
frank,
know. I know.
but this latest one, I like it. I mean, I haven't seen the fucking movie, but the
Right.
trailer looks really good. I mean, the other thing is, it's going to be another girl meets robot kind of
Yeah.
deal. So you can't expect much.
She don't seem very annoying, like Sam
No.
and
Yeah.
I, a lot of people don't like Mark Wahlberg. Marky Mark. I do. I like
Mm.
him as an actor. He's pretty cool. I like a lot of his movies, but I don't think he fit with Transformers, to
Mm.
be honest. And then Sam, whatever, Shia LaBeouf, um, he was fine, but he just was kind of annoying. The no 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 or Papa Bay, yelling and shit and all that crap. But
There was a lot of yelling.
this, yeah, yeah, a lot of yelling, explosions. But
Mm.
she doesn't seem too annoying. Like I don't know. She may, I don't know. But so far, it
Look,
hasn't been.
I think we're getting the best we could have hoped for as Transformers fans. I think in terms of a movie and in terms of a movie that's supposed to follow up the Bayverse and still appeal to a mass audience,
Uh-huh.
we're getting a kids movie essentially with the girl meets car. So you're not going to expect some massive saga or method acting drama. I mean, it is what it is, but our
Yeah.
beloved characters are finally getting the representations that give us that
Hope.
hope and nostalgia. The nostalgia's
Yeah.
there. So for guys who remember it from the 80s, now you can sit with your kid and say, I'm
Yeah.
taking you to a kids movie. These guys look pretty much what they looked like. And you know what? There's a bridge now because kids will
Uh-huh.
see it, and maybe it's more of a bridge or a gateway drug to show them G1.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm hoping. Well, I'm kind of hoping that this movie does really good, and it shows that this is what the fans want. They
Yeah,
want
I'm hoping that
a
too.
G1 kind of representation that not a G1 movie
Mm,
per se, but I mean it's something that they can just they could tie in all these characters and not have big explosions and all this stuff and just random crap and no plot line. They lost the plot
yeah.
just went to shit after 3 or something or 2 or whatever. But I like the movies. The first one I remember when I went to the movies in 2007 to watch the first one, and literally when Optimus Prime, they showed Optimus Prime, transform into the truck, and then he's
Mm,
transformed and all that stuff. literally everybody in the theater stood up and clapped and yelled. And I thought it was a great feeling, So, the first one, and like I said, I like the movies. They are what they are. I think they help the franchise because I don't think the Transformers would be that popular as they are now because they've made, that I think the movies helped them go globally,
Yeah.
and everything. So I think, and I tap my, tip my hat, not tap my hat. I tip my hat to Michael
You
Bay.
can tap it.
Yeah, I can tap it, but I tip my hat to say, he put Transformers, I think, back on the map.
Exactly. He there's positive in everything, and he definitely brought publicity back to a franchise that was otherwise dead in the water.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't want to say it was dead in water, but it was not. It was, it was floating.
Well, in terms of new kids, like in terms of the generation born, say, 98 and above, they wouldn't have known shit.
Right.
But anyway, what I sincerely hope comes out of this is that the internet takes a moment to sort of consider what they say and be kind to it, and not just go for that like immediate reflex of hatred. Because if we get that massive, surge of hatred that we normally get from sourpuss fuckwit fandoms, it's not going to give the positive reinforcement to the studio. If people go out and see this movie and don't bash it online straight away, there is a chance that the studio will say, well, hey, this didn't get sort of the lashback, or possibly
like
if they
last,
read the
like
shit.
4 and 5 did.
Yeah, and then they'll say, they may consider continuing down the G1 aesthetic or G1 inspired aesthetic route, and it's win-win that way. I think it's important that people sort of understand and accept that they're not going to get Lord of the Rings plot lines or anything. They're going to get a kids movie. That's the mass market, but they can at least commend the studio or not be so cruel straight away and just trash it. Then maybe we'll get more of this, and maybe they'll explore G1 further. That's my hope.
Yeah, I've always thought that we could never really get a G1 movie because I don't think it would do well in the theaters because people wouldn't know about it. I mean, it's just, there would be, the fans and the fandom and everything. They would definitely go see it. But they want to promote it for, a mass,
Yeah, they're there to make money.
And everything. So,
you look at the most popular groups on Facebook that have anything to do with Transformers, and the most popular ones probably have 14,000 people in those groups, and most of those
15, 20,
all right, so say 25,000, doesn't matter. Call it 50,000 if you want to, even double it, or triple it. But the fact of the matter is that 20 to 50,000 people, even if it were 50,
no, that's not gonna.
That doesn't make a movie.
Yeah, that's not gonna get people. That's not gonna get the companies to make money make movies like that.
Yeah,
they have to be they have to
business.
Accommodate to other people that are just popcorn moviegoers.
And I think collectors and toy guys have to be real about that. They got to be adult about it. They can't turn around and say, "Oh, that was trash. I was expecting better. Fuck this, fuck that." I mean, we're going to get that anyway. You know how it is. But I hope we do.
Chuck is saying if the story and action are good, with great characters, then a G1 movie would do fine. I mean, I want to believe that. I really do, Chuck, but I don't think it would, to be honest. I really don't think a G1 based movie would do well in the thing. But I mean, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But, I just don't think, because, it's been 30 plus years since, Transformers came out. And the younger generation doesn't really, they know Transformers from Michael Bay. They don't know the G1 stuff.
But that being said, fashion and trends and pop culture is cyclical. Like, Jimi Hendrix or the Beatles were the biggest thing since sliced bread. Then they just, not disappeared, but the younger generations weren't as interested. And then you get the fashion coming back and people listening to their dad's records again. Things, and even like, tight jeans. They were massive when I was a kid in the 80s. They disappeared.
I roll my jeans. That's how I roll.
Yeah, and now they're back. We call them stovepipes over here.
I just heard. I listened to what I listened to. Hair metal on my Sirius radio.
Yeah.
And that is considered classic rock now. I was like, God.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it could all come back. And synthwave. I mean, that shit is coming back in a big wave. That style of music. And the Transformers movie was a platform for that. So who knows? We might get my dream would be a reinterpretation or a reimagining, live action or animated, of the original 86 movie. What I hope is that this is a gateway to all of that. And even if it's not, at least we're getting a taste. So everyone should just shut the fuck up and enjoy it. That's my.
I would love, like I've talked on Showercast, that I would, we would love straight to DVD or straight to Blu-ray stuff, or a Netflix series.
Netflix would be dope. Even a CGI, I'd smash that.
Yeah, that would be so awesome. Do something like The Wreckers or something. Do, any of that
Some
stuff straight to Netflix.
Interpretations. Yeah,
man, I think that would be really good for Transformers.
MTMTE, straight to Netflix animated. I would fucking lap that up.
Yeah. I agree, Chuck. The way they're doing the Bubble movie I think it's pretty good. And like I said, I think when I said on my reaction thing is there's somebody that knows know a little bit about Transformers that's doing this one, So I'm happy.
What was I going to ask you? Oh yeah, let's switch it up for a second. I want to ask you about, and ask anyone who's listening, if anyone's listening, about.
There's 3 people.
We got 3 people. We got 3 friends.
We need to do it earlier, man, so people would watch us.
I don't really care. It's just fun. Whatever.
That is true.
Late night purchases, Matt.
Yeah. What'd you get? What did you purchase?
Well, less about what I'll start with that. But my point really is, us fucks in this hobby, we tend to keep funny hours. In the middle of the night, you're a little bit tired. You get on the interwebs.
eBay. Or Amazon.
Yeah.
I can see that shit all the time. eBay's the devil.
You wake up with regrets. So shout out to my buddy Ryan for making me work extra hours and fucking my finances this week. I went to his place a few days ago, and he's got this FPV drone. Okay. So it's like a little quadcopter, smaller than a mobile phone, and it goes outside tremendously. It's so fucking fast. It's amazing. And you wear goggles and you see through the eyes of the little drone. And,
oh, wow.
Yeah. And you can be like at one stage I was sitting in his living room. His living room's kind of upstairs with the glass doors open, thinking to myself, I could just fly this out this window, send it round the suburb, and bring it back in. That's how it is. And it back flips, front flips, side flips. You can do whatever. You got full control. The controls are mad. It feels really future. And he was trying to convince me to get it. He was like, these things are only $90 or whatever they are Australian, so 70 American or whatever. And I was thinking about it, and then I started looking into it, and then you got to buy a remote and the goggles and the batteries. It all adds up, right? It adds up crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, the add-on stuff,
Oh, man.
Stuff for title returns and C-Dub. You buy the combiner, you got to get the add-ons, and you're like, you might as well buy the third-party stuff.
Yeah. So, I could have bought, by the time I was done, I could have bought 4 third-party bots. Yeah, it was shit. So I did that in the middle of the night last night. I woke up, I think, around 2 a.m. or something, and I just started looking through videos of people playing with these things and what they can do, and yeah, I got trapped. So
boy's gonna like it.
Yeah, he's gonna love it. But yeah,
what do I say?
She doesn't know. She does now that she's listening to this, but
is she listening to this?
She's not on now, but she'll listen to it in the car tomorrow or some shit.
Oh, she does? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man. She listens for you. She says that I should shut up more and that Deluxe should get a camera so she can look at him proper.
Shut up. She didn't say shit, man. My wife don't listen to me. She has no interest at all in this shit.
She listens to me.
My wife? Yeah.
No, she doesn't.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, so I've been doing it a lot lately. Like I think 2 weeks ago, in the middle of the night, I bought the Action Toys Bike Robo. I bought so much diorama, like tiny buildings and tiny roads and tiny cars.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're building one, aren't you?
Yeah, it's massive.
Nice.
4 meters, 13 feet.
Nice. For what now? What these are for your what action figures are these for?
Well, I'm kind of buying as I go, but the theme is I just came back from Japan, as we mentioned. So the theme I'm doing is a Japandemonium, and
Uh,
it's like a 1 to 150 scale of Tokyo with lights and everything and moving cars and all the stuff. But it's under attack and being smashed by monsters, all different, you know, monsters
yeah.
through history that have been
Did you
in
make up
movies
that
or
name?
shows. Yeah, I
Or
did. Yeah,
you
yeah,
need
yeah.
to patent that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Japandemonium.
Japandemonium. Yeah, so I got
That's
like
cool. I can't wait to see the
Godzilla's.
pictures of it, man.
It's still like it's not picture worthy yet. I'm still like forming
No,
the
man.
hills and
Whenever
stuff.
you get done, I don't want to see it now. I don't want to see it when you get done.
Well, I wanted to show you the MP I made of you, and you're like, nope, I want to see it when it's done.
Well,
Nope,
why don't you get done with that? Then I can see it if you
it
send
is
it to me.
done.
Well, then send it to me.
No, I'm waiting for the one last thing. So a buddy of mine's painting it. Shout out to
Are you
Lenny
waiting
for
for the
hooking that
painter?
up.
Are you
He's
waiting for the
painted
painter?
all of it, but
Oh,
it's just the canopy because I want the canopy to be gold like the Make toys, and
okay.
that takes some work.
Oh, I'm
So
sure.
there's like metallic paints involved. So, and he's airbrushing it all. This guy's like a professional toy painter. This is not fucking around.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's as
I
pro
can't
as
wait
they
to get
get.
it.
He's done work for MMC and shit.
Dude, you're gonna have to watch the review because I'm gonna open it, and it's gonna, you're gonna see my reaction to it.
Oh, I'm gonna be like pants down, lube out for that.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
it's gonna be good. Like it's pretty good. There was like when towards the end when I first started sculpting it, like there was a change. So I worked on it for about 3 months or some shit because I had a lot going on, and in the
Yeah.
last 2 weeks, I had to like change the sculpt when he started losing weight.
No,
So
you didn't have to do that, man. Just do
no,
it.
he's not as chubby as he once was.
I still can't. I mean, I've lost weight, but I still haven't. I can't see it. My wife and
I
my
see it.
mom see it. No, you don't. Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I took a picture of me when I first started, so I may start putting up some comparison pics and everything. I still lose more weight. I didn't lose any weight last week.
Oh, you'll
I was kind of
plateau
bummed
for a
about
while.
that. Yeah, I'm plateaued, and
That's fine.
I'm hoping I'll win. I hope I lose some this week because like I said, I want to get down to. I want to lose at least 40 pounds by what's that, a month from now? I think TF comes in a month. Yeah, fuck, TF comes in a month.
So you can Google like you do a 3-day shock diet to because when your system plateaus, it's just getting used to your routine. So you kind of got to shock it.
Uh-huh.
I lost like I don't know what it is in pounds, but about like 22 kilos some years ago. I put it all back on, but whatever. Um, and yeah, I plateaued and I looked into these shock diets. There's a few you can do. They're
Uh-huh.
really bad for you long term, but for a couple of days, they don't do anything. So some of them are like just protein, so no carbs at
Okay,
all. And you just eat
I can do
like,
that.
yeah, just chicken, fish, beef if you have to, but chicken and fish are better. Nothing but that for like 2 days and water. So no bread, no vegetables, no fruit.
Right. Okay. I have to look that up because, well, I mean, all I do is drink water. I haven't had a soda in over a year, almost 2 years now. I
Yeah.
cut out sodas ever since.
Yeah.
And like Robert D says, like, well, you didn't cut out milkshakes. Well, I didn't cut out milkshakes. I'll have a milkshake once in a while. That's my life. But uh, yeah, I like to. How much weight did you lose on these shock things?
Well, at
You remember?
first at first I did shout out to Chuck. I'll answer that in a sec, bro. Um, first I did that diet exclusively because like it was fashionable at the time. They were calling it the Atkins diet.
Yeah, it's all meat. Yeah, my mom did
Yeah.
that shit.
So I did that for like a month and a half. And in that time, I lost 15 kilos. So 2.2 pounds to a kilo. So what, 36, 37
Yeah,
pounds?
Almost 40. Yeah, you're up
Yeah.
there. That's nice. It's not bad.
It's not bad. And then but it's bad because like my gums gave up and like I almost lost teeth.
Damn.
Yeah, it's really bad for your body. So I went to the doctor and he was like, dude, you shouldn't be doing that. It's short term. It's meant to like kickstart your metabolism during a plateau or during the beginning of a diet, but you're not meant to be on that long term. That's why I didn't suggest it long term for you. But there are other ones you can use now that are healthier. Like, have you heard of this? Like 3 on, 2 off, or 5 and 2?
Yeah, I do the fasting. Well, it's like I'll have an 8-hour window to eat, and I'll have 12 hours off.
Yeah,
so
that's kind of the American way. That's a pussy way, man. You got to do it. So my mates are losing shit. Oh no, look, it is what it is. I've got to be real with you.
Australian, man.
I got to be real with you. So my mates are doing that, losing heaps of weight, but they do a 5 and 2. So what they'll do is say they'll do 3 days of normal eating, but still like not eating donuts. You know what I'm saying? Like healthy eating.
Right.
And then they'll do one full 24 hours where you can only consume 600 calories. And then they'll do 2 days of eating normally, and then a second day of only consuming 600 calories with 2 liters of water. So, yeah, and that way it's more of a, because your body gets used to patterns and you really got to shock it. Yeah. Vegemite diet.
Thank you. I have to look. Yeah, we'll talk afterwards, and you can send me some stuff, and I may try it. I don't know. But the way I do, man, dude, the 8 hours and 12 hours off, it's fucking hard too, man. Like I'm hungry right now, man.
It's not easy, but it's not like your system can get used to that. It's not drastic enough.
Yeah, that's true.
You still got 600 calories. Like if you eat smartly, like if you chop up a whole lot of cucumber, carrot, and celery sticks, you could eat
that shit, man. Fuck out of here with that shit, man.
But dude, when you're hungry, you can eat kilos. Like you could eat 10 pounds of rabbit food and it'd still be under that 600 calories.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then you'll shit a small mammal.
Yeah, Robert D wants me to eat fucking spinach and kelp or something. I don't know. He told me a bunch of
kale. Did he say kale?
I think kale or kelp or something.
Oh, fuck, he's such a hipster. Robert D, if you're listening to this, I'll tell you where to put your kale, buddy.
He won't listen to this shit, man.
No, he'll listen to it. I sent him a link last time. He didn't say anything about it, though.
But yeah, he told me eat spinach and everything that makes you shit. It's got a lot of fiber in there and stuff. So I try to I eat these fiber bars, Fiber Plus or whatever, Fiber One or something. It's like 9 grams of fiber. And they're pretty good. They got chocolate in them and stuff. It's like dark chocolate, I think. And it helps you make you poop a little bit better. So you'll get to the point where you can't eat. I ain't eating veggies, man. Fuck that shit. I do this.
It's good, man.
Yeah, I know.
It actually tastes all right. Once you start, you're like, it gives you that nostalgia of when you were a little kid at school and your mum would put them in your lunch. And you just sort of, I think once you eat a couple, you're like, wow, this is like my body wants this. This is good.
That Fiber One is not basically a candy bar. It's fucking good and it makes me poop. Hush, Chuck.
You want to poop?
He's our only listener, so
just slip an index up your ass. That'll make you poop. Hey, Chuck, I want to get to your questions here because there's lots of them. The first one, favorite place in Akihabara, I would definitely say Radio Kaiken, I think it is, or Radio Hall, and that's off the main drag in Akihabara, just after the big intersection there where Ami Ami's on the corner. If you just Google Radio City or Radio Hall or Radio Kaiken, Kaikaken, when you're there, if you plan on going, it's 7 floors of heaven. It's got everything in there. Like, yeah, that's the one right next to the train station. He knows. So that was my favorite. I also really enjoyed all the different mandarake stores. I went to all of them. All of them in Tokyo. And there's this joint out. You got to catch a train a couple of hours or an hour, I think, an hour and a half to get there. I forget what it's called, but it's a famous toy joint as well. It's on all the toy maps for visiting, and that's got like 7 or 8 different mandarakes in there. Did you? Maybe. Yeah, maybe you told me about it. His Chuck's just saying he told me about it in a chat. It's that is more than possible. But yeah, I mean it's heaven for anyone who likes any toys, really. What else we got here? I think that's
About it.
yeah,
Oh,
that's about it. That's about
It's
it
just
for
fun.
questions.
Doing
Where are we for time? No,
oh, we got.
that's it. I think a few seconds.
Oh, we're done.
We're done.
Oh man,
Sorry,
I was gonna talk about. I was gonna ask
up
what
a
you
lot
think
of
about the
time.
fandom, but we'll
About
talk about that later.
the fandom, we'll put that. Yeah, Nakano Broadway. That's the one. He's got it. So that's
That's a duck. That's
That's
awesome.
our duck.
All right. Well, thank y'all for listening. Whoever listened to this, I'm gonna post this on some groups and stuff, and hopefully we'll get more people to, and hopefully we can get to a time where we can, it'll be, people are, up, and not
Awake.
sleeping. Yeah.
Well, let's do Friday. Let's do Friday night, early
That's
though,
fine.
like before dinner.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you all very much for listening. Thank you, Chuck. Only listener we had, but
I know
we
we had
appreciate it.
Jogo King came in.
Yeah, he did. Thank you very much. And I guess we'll see you Friday. I guess.
Yeah.
Good night, folks.
Good times. Good night.